Getting awfully smoky in here. Right here today from AROEVE, we have something that's actually low-key genius. We have the Smart Purifying Fan. Now, if you didn't already put all the pieces together and figure out what's going on here, the genius part about this is, not only is it a fan that's gonna keep you cool, especially when things start getting hot, but it's also gonna purify the air that it's keeping you cool with. The best of both worlds. I mean, how many times have you wanted clean air, but then you're like, oh, it's still kind of stuffy in here, and you wanted a fan? You had to have two separate things, but right here, we got it all in one. So as far as the filtration system goes, we have a 5-layer filtration system, including a UV light inside to disinfect all the air, an activated carbon filter to trap all the particles, a true H13 HEPA filter to trap all the other particles, an air pre-treatment system, as well as a washable filter. All 5 of those layers are gonna make some good quality air, blocking 99.9% of harmful particles. So now that's basically an air purifier system, if I've ever seen one myself. But where the things get really interesting are with the 180-degree oscillating fan, because it has a wind gust of up to 11 meters, so it's gonna be able to shoot clean air all around the room, effectively cleaning the air quicker and getting the clean air around the room a lot faster. This is with a wind speed of up to 6.5 meters per second. That's fast. And come on now, think about that. That clean air blowing right in your face on a hot day, lifesaver. Now, to be fair, any standard air purifier system does have a bit of a fan shooting the clean air back out into the environment, but it's not an actual fan that's meant to push it across the room. It's just breathing it in, pushing it out. So with this, it's gonna be a lot quicker to get the job done. So with that being said, it's right here inside of this box. It looks like it's gonna be a good size. Let's open this thing on up and clean this air, because I always love myself some clean air. There's nothing better than taking a big whiff and having clean air. All right, so inside the box, we got it right here. Looks like this is the washable filter. We also do have the user manual, and we also do have the air purifying fan itself, wrapped in styrofoam, nice and protected. Plastic. I mean, this thing is actually pretty big. This is gonna be a powerful air purifying system. Wow, all right. As you can see, it's folded into a nice compact design. The fan is up here at the top, tucked away right now. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't know there was a fan here until we get it, propped up. Now, like I was saying, this is like a standard fan, but it's actually better than a standard fan, because this one can shoot the air about 11 meters away when a standard fan is limited to about 6 to 8 meters. So those extra meters definitely gonna come in handy. Let's get all this tape removed off of here. Now over here on the back, this is actually where the filter is, and as you can see, we got this big boy 5-stage filter system right here. Let's get the plastic off, place it back inside, just like so. Now this is another cool feature. If we push this button right here, this pops out, and it's actually an aromatherapy little pad here, so you can put your favorite essential oils here, so that can also be in the air. Very nice touch, very easy to use. It did come with a few of these inside the box. Over on the back, we are looking at the laser sensor to detect all the air quality right above the massive HEPA filter. As you can see, we do have a warning here. Do not manually adjust the fan head. Improper adjustment may damage the mechanism and affect oscillation, so make sure you do this digitally only. Let it do it by itself. It's a lot easier that way too. Now that we got this plugged into some power, we can actually take a look at the front display. Right here, we do have a power button along with this massive screen. So we tap the power button, it's touch sensitive. It does turn everything on, and now we can see all the touch sensitive areas as well. As you can see, the fan is automatically popping up, getting ready to oscillate 180 degrees to start pushing air across the entire room. I mean, that's very nice, very quiet too. Look at that, it's going up, down, left, right, getting the air circulating everywhere through all the corners. I mean, that's looking nice, moving very smooth, extremely quiet. I really can't hear it. I mean, that's very impressive. It's even shooting straight up in the air. I mean, this is doing a great job. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. That looks amazing. Now, if we come back down here to the display, we do have a couple of different options here. Right here, we can see our current air quality level. Blue means our air quality is very good. We also do have 000 for our particle sensor as well. Now, if we take a look here, we do have different options here. We have the PM 2.5 sensor. So if we tap on this, it actually toggles between different PM levels. We have PM 10, PM 2.5, and PM 1.0. So you can see the air quality at different levels. Over here, we do have our filter status. We have 99% before we have to replace it. Very nice. If we tap on this, we can actually stop the oscillation of the fan. So you can see it stopped. If I tap it again, it starts moving. Very, very nice. Now over here, we do have a lock button as well as brightness. So if we tap on that, we do have lights turning on. Look at that. So nice ambient lights that are turned on with the touch of a button. And then if you hold it down, you can actually lock the touch panel. So if we hold it down, we have the lock icon, and now you can't actually touch anything until you unlock it. And you have to hold it down to unlock it. And now we're back to where we were. Very cool. Next up right here, we actually have our mode button. So right now it's in auto, so it automatically adjusts everything as needed. But if we tap on it, we can go into eco mode, and that way it'll keep everything quiet and low. So that way it's not gonna be keeping you up and it's not gonna be using too much power. But if we tap it again, this time we're turned into fan mode. So when we're in this mode, we can go over to this button as well and adjust the speed. We have L right now, which is for low. If we tap on it, it goes up to high, and it increases the fan speed, so it's pushing air very, very hard. Feels very good blowing on me right now. If we tap on it again, it goes into sleep mode, so it's gonna be very quiet and not keep you up at night with any sort of sound. Now, if we tap on the mode button again, it turns into the air purifying mode. As you can see, we're in sleep mode, but we can also go low and high as well. But personally, I like to keep it on auto because that way it's gonna change based on the actual air quality, and that's my personal preference. Now, of course, if we tap on this again, it'll go into fan mode as well as air purifying mode, and you can adjust both of them at the same time. Put them both on high, put them both on low, or put them both on sleep. But like I said, I'm gonna tap it again, go back to auto mode, and just keep it there for my personal preference. So as you can see, that's everything you can do on the unit itself. It's very straightforward and easy to use. But what if I told you could also use this with your smartphone, so you can adjust it on the go, and that way before you get home, your air is nice and clean and your room is cooled down from the oscillating fan. Well, that's no longer a dream because you can actually do it with the Smart Life app. We're gonna open it up, one of my favorite apps for smart devices. We're gonna tap on Add a Device. We're gonna scroll down to Small Home Appliances, look for Air Purifier. Air Purifier Wi-Fi right there. We're gonna make sure we're connected to our 2.4 gigahertz network. We're gonna reset our device. We're gonna press and hold our mode button, which doubles as a Wi-Fi button for about 3 seconds. And now the Wi-Fi symbol is illuminated. So now we're gonna connect to the app. We're gonna say it's blinking quickly. And now it's gonna, I mean, that was instant. I didn't have time to explain what was going on, but it automatically connected with the app. So very nice. It's currently being added. How easy is that? And just like that, it got added in less than 30 seconds. Very nice. So we'll just leave it at purifying fan and tap on done. And now the page will load up and we're actually able to control everything about this air purifying fan right on our phone, no matter where we are, because it's connected to Wi-Fi. So as you can see right here, we do have our PM 2.5 level, which is apparently 0 right now, which is great. So that's very good to see. The wind speed is set to low. We can also see our current weather in our area right now. We can see we're set to auto up here at the top. Now at the bottom, we can see our history of what was going on with our air quality. So you can see it spike up and go down. We can see our PM10 as well as our PM1 as well down at the bottom. All of them are 0, so that means we have very good air quality. Now if we go down here to the bottom, we can tap on the switch and we can turn it off. And it turned off, turn it back on, just like that, instant gratification. Now over here we have mode, so if we tap on mode, we can adjust it between auto, eco, fan, air purifier, or air purifier fan, depending on what you want. You can use it as just a fan or just an air purifier, or both, makes sense. Now if we go back here, we can tap on the speed. We can adjust the speed, low, high, turbo, and sleep. I'm actually gonna set this thing to turbo real quick and see what happens. Oh, it's picking up. Oh, that feels nice. Let me just, that feels nice. This is a powerful fan. Let me just turn it back to low, set everything back to auto. Now over here, all the way on the right side, we have our settings button. If we tap on that, we have our child lock, easy. I like how it beeps every time we do something so you know it actually registered, very nice. We can have our light, which looks nice, I like it. As you can see, the light just has a very subtle glow. It's great to use as a night light if you need that, which is, 3-in-1 now. Next up, we do have purple light, which is gonna be for the UV light if you wanted to kill all the particles inside with the UV light. I like to have that on. We can reset our filter. We have our countdown, so you can actually have it just turn off after a certain amount of time, whether it's an hour, 2, 3, or 4 hours, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 24 hours. Whew, whatever you want. Then we also do have shake up and down, left and right, stop, or left, right, and up and down. So we choose stop, it doesn't move. So you can actually have the fan angled somewhere or have it go up and down or oscillate left to right or do all of it. It's up to you, or depending on where you want the air to go. So now we actually turn that back onto everything. Let's just spin around, go up and down, do all that. I like that. Shake angle, 90 degrees or 60 degrees. See, very customizable. Now we have light mode. So we have constant brightness or breathe. So we can have the light slowly fade up, slowly fade down, slowly fade up. You know, a very calming light. Or we can just have it solid at all times. Then we also have the brightness of the light all the way up to 100 and all the way down. Or we can actually type it in. So you can actually have it, see, let's do 20. You can fade the light as bright as you want. That's very nice. I didn't know it was a dimmable light like that. Very cool. I'm gonna have it just all the way up. 100, okay, boom. Then we have our screen brightness. So you can adjust that 25, 50, 75, or 100, depending on how bright you want that. 25, very dim. It's great for nighttime. I like it. We also have schedule, so you can schedule this to go on, turn off, depending on what time of day it is and what's going on. Very nice. So as you can see, the app is definitely a must-have because you can control everything with this air purifying fans, even things that you can't do on the device itself. So now with all that being said, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is my air quality is spectacular. The bad news is that's not a good thing when you're trying to test this thing. So let's introduce some smoke into the environment to make the air quality bad and see how well this thing can react to it. It's getting awfully smoky in here. As you can see, it instantly did turn red and the fan speed has picked up exponentially. It's doing its best to clean it. As you can see, our PM 2.5 level is 999. Okay, all the PM levels are maxed out at 999, so it's doing a very good job trying to clean it real quick. Not gonna lie though, this fan feels good on my face. The fan is shooting out tons of air, oscillating around the room, getting everything nice and cool, and it does feel nice. Now, if we actually take a look at the app, it does show us that our indoor air quality is severe at 999 for all the PM levels. We can see our outdoor air quality as well. The wind speed is currently on turbo, trying to clean out all of the toxins. It's been a few minutes and as you can see, the PM levels are dropping down because the air is getting cleaned. Very nice to see and cool to see actually in real time. While it's dropping, we can check out the other PM levels as well, and they all do have different levels because of the different size particles. And just like that, we're approaching the finish line. As you can see, the light did turn yellow as we got down into the low hundreds, and the fan speed is also chilled out as well. It is currently about to hit 0, and that was actually very impressive. Now we're in the 70s and we hit green. Next up, we got solid blue. I'm so excited to see that happen. And there we go, we are in the blue zone. The fans are down to their very low state, almost inaudible. Very, very nice to see. And I will say that was very impressive indeed. That was a lot of smoke. It was really foggy in here and it took about 10 to 15 minutes for it to completely clear it out. I don't see any smoke now, I don't smell anything. And what's our level at right now? It's currently at 4 and still dropping. So overall, this air purifying fan is very good. Like I said, I personally will keep it in auto mode because once it starts detecting toxic air, it'll increase all the speeds automatically and clean it out as quickly as possible and then drop back down like it is right now once the air is finally clean. It works very well, very easy to use, and I really like that it has smart features with the app that you can control from anywhere around the world as long as you have an internet connection. Very good two-in-one design here. Not only do you have clean air, but you also have a fan to push that clean air around the room so it's not super stuffy in there.